The European Union battery electric vehicle insurance registrations totaled roughly 93,000 for the month of January. That was down 42% month over month and up 29% year over year. What does this have to do with NEO? Well, listen on. In January, global EV sales were up by 69% year over year, but fell by 26% month over month. Now, NEO stock is down by about 30% so far this year after breaking a key support level in which the buys could no longer defend that $7 level. Kind of scrolling out to the monthly level, price finds itself at an origin, which was the inception of this huge move higher, which found the stock at once upon a time at $66. Again, price is at a level which, if you scroll to the left, you're at the apex of this W pattern. The W pattern, double bottom pattern, reversal pattern. So what can one do right now? Good dollar cost average. You can put your full position in. You can wait for confirmation. Before we look at things on the lower time frame, let's look at the actual article. So NEO stock is in the red after the EU battery electric vehicle insurance registration for the month of January was released. We talked about the numbers. Germany and France were behind the month of month BEV registration deadline decline as they hold the two largest BEV markets in the EU. Germany's BEV sales fell by 59% month over month, while France's sales fell by 46% month over month. The EU will enact something that's going to help companies like NEO. The EU will enact a new CO2 limit next year, which should help the sales of BEV as automakers prepare for the change. Now let's talk about China. That is the largest EV market in the world, with the likes of BYD and Tesla and NEO and many others competing for that consumer. So in China, NEO's insurance registrations totaled 1,500 from February 5th to February 18th, as the February 18th total registration for the month tallied in at 2,800. That compares to 3,100 registrations between January 29th and February 4th. However, China's citizens have been celebrating Chinese New Year. As a result, it was expected that Chinese EV registrations would fall in late January and February. Now, during January, NEO delivered a little over 10,000 vehicles. That was up 18% year over year. However, that figure fell significantly from December's delivery of 18,000. In 2023, the company delivered a total of 160,000 vehicles, which was up 31% year over year. It's evident that there is a growth slowdown in EV sales, while sales are still growing on a yearly basis. The reduction of subsidies and overcapacity are likely contributing to a slower level of growth. We're also seeing this in Tesla, which is why the stock has declined from its most recent earnings. Now, what would a conservative investor do? Let's talk about what would the aggressive investor do. They would buy now. I am a conservative investor. I need confirmation, and I'm just not seeing that yet. If you go to the weekly chart, you do have a high at say 7 and a low at 540. I would love to see a breakout, right? At least some type of candle formation that shows you that price wants to move higher. Whether you have a bullish engulfing candle pattern, whether you have a double bottom, whether you have a candle on high volume, I want to see some confirmation. Regarding the levels, I want to see this $7 level taken out. Again, that was support, and that's going to serve as resistance. Taking things down to the daily chart. Again, just prices consolidating, range bound. Sometimes the best thing to do is just to wait. And in this case, let's just wait to see what happens with price action in the coming months. Your cues are going to come from Tesla, though. That is the equivalent to Bitcoin for the crypto market. Tesla is the equivalent to Bitcoin for the EV market. Thanks for watching. Subscribe. Please like the video.